The next scenario we're going to look at is architecture governance. So in this scenario, we're looking at how we might assess the strategic technology alignment of a given solution. Here in Protégé, we're going to go into the support model. So this is in the EA support here. We're going to go to change management and projects. The one we're interested in is the client delivery project. Now this client delivery project is implementing a set of systems for client relationship management. What that means is where the investment management company is interacting with its clients, these systems will support the business processes around that. What we're interested in checking is whether the technologies that are being proposed by the project are in line with our stated strategy. Let's open this up. Now, it's the technology provider architecture that we're interested in. So these are the selected technologies, or the ones that have been selected by the project. Here we can see that the project is proposing to use IBM WebSphere 8 as a JMS, Microsoft Internet Explorer 6 as a web browser, IBM WebSphere 8 as a J2EE application server, and Oracle 10G as an RDBMS. We're back in the Essential Viewer now, and we're going to use a report here to help us to check the alignment of the proposed technologies for the project against our strategy. So let's go into Architecture Governance. The report we're interested in is the Project Technology Strategy Alignment. And then we get a list of projects. And the one we're interested in is the Client Delivery Project. Now this report shows how the technology platforms that have been selected for the Client Delivery Project match up with our strategy. So for each technology requirement, it lists our strategic technology platform and the selected technology platform. So we can compare the two. And it also flags up where they differ. So let's take this one as an example, Application Runtime Services. The strategic platform is BEA WebLogic, but the one that's been selected by the project is IBM WebSphere. Now you can see that's highlighted in red and off strategy. Similarly, Data Integration Services, the strategic platform is BEA WebLogic. Again, the selected one is IBM WebSphere, and again it's off strategy. Likewise for messaging services, off strategy. For say the structured data management services, or in other words the database underlying it, we have multiple strategic technology platforms, one of which is Oracle 10G, which is what we've chosen for the project, or what the project's chosen, and so therefore that is labelled as production strategic, so it's green in this report. If we scroll through, the web browser is also green, so it's okay to use Internet Explorer 6. So now what we're going to do is let's imagine there's a discussion with the project team, and perhaps the vendor has recommended IBM WebSphere, but actually there's no reason why WebLogic, BEA WebLogic, couldn't be used instead. So we're going to go back to Protégé now. So we're back in Protégé, and we're going to update the project technology architecture so that we now use a strategic application server. Let's go into the technology product architecture again. Now, this is what we're interested in. We've got IBM WebSphere 8 as J2EE application server. So let's double click on that. What we're going to do is we're going to update it, so we use a different technology provider. We're going to use BEA WebLogic 10.1 instead. It's a technology product role, and we're going to search for it here. We'll search for BEA. We can use wildcards 10.1. It's given us a short list, and we're interested in BEA WebLogic Application Server 10.1 as J2EE Application Server. Click OK. Now, this name here is the name for the element. That's been automatically updated, so it's now BEA WebLogic. This thing here has not been updated, the display label. That's what shows up on the diagram. That's an abbreviated version, which is why it's free text, because we wouldn't want the full name to appear on the diagram. It'll clutter it too much. So let's just update this. We've chosen BEA WebLogic 10.1. So we'll close this down, and we can see it's updated in the diagram here. Now let's publish that back to the Essential Viewer and see what effect that has on our strategic alignment report. Here's the Essential Viewer again, and we're looking at the same report, the Project Technology Strategy Alignment. We can see here we've got IBM WebSphere, which is off strategy, but this is before we made the update in Protégé, so we need to refresh this report. And now we can see it's changed, the selected technology platform has changed to BEA WebLogic 10.1, which is the same as our strategic technology platform, and therefore is now marked as production strategic, or it's flagged as green. If we scroll down, we can see that the others, the data integration services and messaging services, are still flagged up as off strategy, which is what we'd expect. We haven't updated those. So that's it. That's how we would check the alignment of a project's technology platform with our strategy. For this next scenario, we're going to do some analysis, again in the Essential Viewer. What's happening is there's a project to change the Advantage application, and we're interested to know what the potential impact is on other applications and also on the business. Let's go into Project Delivery and then the Application Impact Analysis report. Now we're interested in changing Advantage, so we'll click here, and it brings up this report here for Advantage. The IT System Impact section here is telling us that these two applications, Oracle Financials and Eagle Pace, could be directly impacted by a change to Advantage. And then the business impact, we can see that the UK client fee billing process could be affected, and we have a contact for that. The last scenario we're going to look at in this demo is a very common one, and that is data quality issues. Let's suppose that there's a problem with fees data in the investment management company. There are some discrepancies in the fees data, and we're trying to find out where those discrepancies might come from. So we'll go to the Catalogue of Information model. This report shows the various information concepts that exist within the investment management company. So we have asset, client, fee, invoice, mandate, so on. Each of those can be seen through different views. So for fees, there's an accrual view and an actual view, and then each view actually has some representations. So we can see that the actual fees are represented in the Advantage database tables, on Advantage invoices, and also in the Oracle Financials database tables. And so this is a great place to start when we're trying to work out where discrepancies might be coming from. This demo has just scratched the surface of what's possible with Essential. To find out more, go to enterprisearchitecture.org, where there's lots more information. There's documentation on installation, metamodel, administration, customization. There are tutorials, and there's a whole community of people contributing their ideas to this free open source initiative.